Quick review for 1.2, evaluate and simplify algebraic expressions. Students will be able to simplify and evaluate algebraic expressions and powers, and there is a difference. Okay, so let's look at a few examples. So again, there's two words, evaluate and simplify. Let me grab a pen. So evaluate means to find the value. You're going to get a numerical answer. Simplify means you're going to get an algebraic answer. We'll look at that in a few minutes. The first one. So we want to evaluate 2 to the third. Let's look at what this means. 2 to the third means 2 times 2 times 2. This number, this exponent, tells you how many times to repeat the base. And you do the multiplication, the product. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. The next one. These two look very similar, but again, think about what the exponent means. It's a repeated multiplication. So I'm going to repeat -2 3 times. Still get 8 because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, but when I have an odd number of negatives, my answer is going to be negative. So you can see they look very similar, but you get a different answer. 3 squared. Well, are we going to repeat the 2 or the 3? We're going to repeat the 3. So we're going to repeat the 3 twice. And then 3 times 3 is, of course, 9. Let's do a few more where you're evaluating. Again, there's a really important distinction. 3 to the 4th. Are we repeating the 3? Are we repeating the 4? We're repeating the base. How many times? 4 times. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Another 9 gives you 81. Same thing. What are we repeating? We're repeating the base. Be careful. We're repeating -3. It takes a second, but it's always best to write down this step. And then you do the multiplication. Well, we know 4 3s gives us 81. We look at the sign. When you have an even number of negatives, you get a positive answer. Next one, 5 to the third. What are we repeating? Are we repeating the 5 or the 3? We're repeating the 5. Question is how many times? 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5. Do the multiplication, and you get 125. Okay, so those are evaluate. Let's look at now simplify. So you can see the difference. So simplify, you can see we don't have a value. It's a variable that we have to contend with. So we look at for like terms. We have 2 terms here that are like terms. So I have 12n minus 7n. 12 take away 7 is 5n. So 12n's minus 7n's gives me 5n's. So it's simplifying. We're looking for like terms. These two are not like terms. However, the first one and the third one are like terms. What makes them like terms is this exponent. So now I can combine these two. The coefficients, 8 take away 9 is a -1. We usually don't write that 1. And then I carry the term that did not have anybody to combine it with. And that's your answer. This is simplifying. Simplify. Sorry, another one. We're still simplifying, but now we're adding certain properties. So the property that we're having to use first before we combine like terms is the distributive property. So I'm going to distribute the 9, distribute the -6, not 6. So I have 9t minus 36 minus 6t minus 42. And now we look for like terms. So I'm going to underline similarly the like terms. Those are my like terms. They both have a t, same exponent. They're constants. Those are like terms. 9 take away 6 gives me 3. So I have 3 t's. 9 t's minus 6 t's have 3t. -36, -42, they're both negative, so that means I'm going to add. Carry the sign. Let's see, 2 and 6 is 8. 4 and 3 is 7. Okay, and let's try another set. Okay, so our last set. So again, we're simplifying. not evaluating. Okay, so 15m minus 9m. Well, are they like terms? Yes. Same letter, same exponent. I think I have 15 of these, take away 9 of these. That means I have 6 of them. Look for like terms. Let's see, I've got a p to the third. There's another p to the third. So these two are like terms. Look at the coefficients. Negative 6 plus 6, that gives you 0. So the only remaining term left is 10p squared, and that is my simplified answer. Last one is similar to what we just did a minute ago. Before we combine any like terms, we have to go ahead and distribute. So I'm going to distribute here and here. Be careful of the negatives. Negative 2x minus 8 minus 9x, negatives are positive 63. Look for like terms. This is a like term along with this. Same variable, same exponent. And these two are like terms. So negative 11x. This time they have opposite signs, so I'm going to subtract. So I have to borrow to make this a 13. Turn that to a 5. So 13, take away 8 is 5. And then carry down the 5. Let's see what's my sign. That was a bigger number, so that's going to be my answer.